What's up, my brothers and my sisters from another mister? In this video, we're going to go into some of Spawn's most intense and brutal beast mode moments in no particular order. So let's get started. First up, we have Billy Kincaid, a serial child killer who has killed countless children in Spawn's universe. Because of his nature and being evil in an unapologetic way, Spawn served him and mocked him cold in this manner. He was first introduced in Spawn issue number 5 of the comic book series, and we learned that he had been accused of the brutal murder of an 8-year-old Amanda Jennings, daughter of Senator Paul Jennings. Originally sentenced to 22 years in prison, his good behavior, great attorney Jeff Pittman, and a positive but sussy psychiatric evaluation from the Wingate Institution in New York City allowed him early parole, making him a free man after only 6 years. Before his death and transformation to Spawn, Al Simmons had been hired as an assassin to kill Billy Kincaid. However, he arrived too late, as the cops just apprehended him. Upon further investigation, Al found an old abandoned shack in Northwest Virginia with the rest of the children's bodies in it. But shortly after, files began to go missing, and without warning, the shack spontaneously exploded out of no reason. No reason was given, and all the evidence was destroyed. To top that off, Jason Widd told everyone involved to drop the case. This angered Al, but nothing could be done. Obviously, there's something larger at play, as Jason Widd was destroying evidence. What triggered Spawn to go into beast mode and brutality with Billy Kincaid was when Billy invited a 7-year-old named Shirley Johnson into his truck to pick out her favorite flavor popsicle. Bringing her back to his home, he murders her. We are given a glimpse of his deranged habits as he is seen wearing her hair on his head and gluing 9 of her fingers on his wall. Spawn is able to track Kincaid down soon after the killing and give him a taste of his own medicine. The next time we see Billy, he is chained up in Detective Sam Burke's office at NYPD's 12th precinct, naked with numerous popsicle sticks and an ice cream scoop protruding from his bloody corpse. A note is attached to his body. Boys scream and girls scream, so I made him scream and scream and scream. The manner in which he killed Billy Kincaid is not for the faint-hearted. Nah, bruh, we ain't done yet. Later in King Spawn issue number 3, Billy Kincaid resurrected as a demon beast, and Spawn was not going to be able to take him out as easily as last time. A brutal fight ensued, and Billy Kincaid gained the upper hand by going beast mode on Spawn. Now, Spawn had to dig deeper than Rocky did with those montages and those boxing matches that he took opponents to the distance with. Spawn unleashed so much fury and rage that he punches the demonic Billy Kincaid into sludge. That's something that may not also be for the faint-hearted, but it was gangster. Now, number 2, the Clown, aka the Violator. Now, the Clown, who is one of Spawn's most well-known and formidable enemies. In the comics, Spawn and the Violator have had multiple battles, but this one battle has brought out the beast mode in our boy. Back in Spawn issue 300 and 301, we did cover these issues in detail on this channel, and you're more than welcome to check them out for the full breakdown, but I'll sum it up for you fairly quick. Some details will be missed though. The story took our boy to Albania, where he learned that an army of his enemies awaited him. He learned that his enemies crave the symbiote costume and the power it can grant them. So when Spawn enters the facility, he is met by Clown/Violator in a suit. And Godsend was also there too. So Spawn gets chained up, and Clown tells Spawn that he thanks him for transforming him, and all he had to do to receive his gift was to kill his wife and gut poor little Wanda Blake. That's Al Simmons' wife. You just don't do that, man. So this enrages Spawn, and he bursts from his chains to extract his heart. I can't help that this has to be a callback to Spawn issue number 3 when the Violator ripped out Spawn's heart. Now in Spawn issue 300, Spawn returns a favor. So this is a phase Clown 1 bit. Hole in his chest, bloody and all, he mocks Spawn by telling him surely he can do better than that. He transforms into the physically imposing Violator, and he brutally and physically goes to work on Spawn and wipes the floor with him. He impales the top of his head. Godsend impales Spawn some more, resulting in Spawn being near death. So the Violator begins to pick away Spawn's flesh. Piece by painful piece, he strips away Spawn's symbiote and power. Violator is under the impression that with Spawn's symbiote in his possession, he now possesses Spawn's power. But nah, bruh. That was Spawn's perfect time to throw a spark and light it up. The explosion wiped everything out within the quarter-mile radius, except Clown, Godsend, and Spawn. Clown is confused as to why Spawn just won't die. Since he has his costume and or symbiote, he has Spawn's powers, and this doesn't make any sense to him. And this is the build-up to Spawn's brutal and intense beast mode moment right here. He tells Violet that he's wrong, and he's always been wrong. He takes the ashes and other elements of the earth to build him up again. Ashes to his face, barbed wire, and makes his chains. He takes the skull from the ground to make his belt, takes his cape and impales himself to make his spiked gloves. In his gangster top G moment, he tells Violator that it wasn't the symbiote that gave Spawn his powers. It never was. The cost didn't make him Spawn because he is Spawn. Dude, that is beast mode in my opinion right there. But it doesn't end there. He needed Clown and Godsend together to have agents from heaven and hell standing together for his plan to work. Clown doesn't understand because with this costume in Clown's possession, he holds the power. At least it believes that. Spawn tells him, nah, bruh. You're not holding my powers, you're holding a bomb. He counts down from 3, then his necroplasmic explosion happens that is so powerful, it creates a time rip around the globe and triggered a new breed of Hellspawn. This pushes additional storytelling, and this is a gangster and beast mode moment in the Spawn comics. You know you like it, don't be shy. Now in Mortal Kombat, or Spawn in Mortal Kombat, Spawn's got some vicious fatalities in Mortal Kombat 11, even by Mortal Kombat standards. I don't play much video games, and the last game I played was Madden, John Madden football games. I still remember Madden football games got so intense and intense enough to end some friendships, man. But Spawn and MK11 did some fan service in my opinion. And it's pretty cool to look at it. Spawn's fatalities use some of the most iconic parts of the characters like his necroplasmic energy, his cape, and his chains. And just when you think the kills are about done, there's one more step to the equation to seal the opponent's fates. That's just beast mode, bro. I might just let this play out a little longer because it has to be said and it has to be shown. With moves like that, maybe the brother should get his own game. Or at least another film reboot. We all deserve that. Comment below, let me know your thoughts on that. And also, don't forget to check out RatedComics.com to check out some of our really cool Rated Comics exclusives and other comics to add to your comic book collection. Link in description. Number 4, Chapel. So Bruce Stinson, aka Chapel, is a servant of Jason Wynn. Chapel is also the one responsible for the death of his ex-best friend, Al Simmons. He was also a ladies' man. Al used to call him a Don Juan because he always had a lady or two in rotation. At one point, Chapel was ordered by his superior, Jason Wynn, to murder Al Simmons. The order was given because Al was a suspected spy. Even though he wasn't, he was just asking too many questions when it came to his missions assigned to him by Jason. However, Al Simmons became the dark vigilante anti-hero we know as Spawn. So later in his career, Chapel was instilled with several chemicals that would give him some various superhuman abilities. Chapel was later injected with some type of HIV that could be activated by the superiors with a special serum. Wynn, who had frequent feuds with Al Simmons, commissioned Chapel to kill Spawn. Or to kill Al Simmons before he became Spawn. Spawn eventually regained his memory of Chapel being his killer and began hunting him down. Spawn ambushed Chapel and took him into a swampy area. Spawn and Chapel fought, and though it would be easy for Spawn to end Chapel's life, the problem is Spawn knew no one would mourn for Chapel like people did for Al when he died. He knew Chapel loved his one-night stands all too much, and that's when Spawn decided to go beast mode mixed with some intelligence, and he disfigured Chapel's face with a horrific brand that resembles the facial war paint he wore when he murdered Al. This serves as a constant reminder of who did this and takes away what Chapel loves most, his one-night stands.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Last but not least, we have Malbosia, the ruler of the 8th Spirit of Hell, is another one of Spawn's most powerful enemies. The demon who tricked Simmons into becoming a Hellspawn, just so he could see his wife again on Earth. Malbosia actually ruled Hell in Satan's stead and acted as its commander-in-chief until Satan returned. As such, Malbosia is a respected ruler and authority in Hell, even if there are other demons with the same power or capability. Moreover, Malbosia is the violator's overlord, and almost everything that the lesser demon does is through Malbosia's request. Spawn's beast mode moment came with Malbosia was in Spawn issue number 100. You see, by the time Malbosia unleashes Urizen to begin his war against heaven, Spawn's power has increased in ways Malbosia could never have imagined. In Spawn issue number 100, he invades Hell, finds Malbosia with the help of Angela, and an epic battle ensues. Angela is able to mortally wound the demon with her angelic sword, which Spawn takes and uses to decapitate Malbosia. This elevates Spawn to Malbosia's position, and he becomes a new ruler of the 8th sphere of Hell, if he wants it. As of now in the Spawn storyline, Spawn wants to do his own thing, and now others are coming out of the woodwork to take the empty throne of Hell. So there you have it, some of Spawn's most intense and brutal beast mode moments. Spawn is not a character to be trifled with, and his enemies will do well to stay out of his way if they don't want to end up like the characters we talked about today. But then again, we gotta have some of them coming for Spawn. We gotta have some of those enemies wanting that smoke, because we as the readers, we do want to see that smoke. What you guys think of the video? Comment below, let me know. And also, this video is sponsored by coffee, because I do these reviews, I do these videos early in the morning before I take my kids to school. So if you'd like to buy your boy a cup of coffee, link in description, or donate to the Super Thanks. But the greatest compliment you guys can do is by liking this video and subscribing to RatedComics YouTube channel. Thank you again for watching. Until next time.